USC rivals and Trojansports.com. I'm McKenna Keil here at the Rose Bowl. Just about 45 minutes until kickoff, and the Trojans are on the field warming up behind me. It was win or stay home today in Game 5 against the Cardinals for the Dodgers, and they were able to force a Game 6. And what better stage to bounce back on than here at the Staples Center, where the Lakers haven't played for the past 7 games. Marcus Allen, Jerome Bettis, LaDainian Tomlinson, just to name a few. I caught up with them, and they all echoed the same sentiment. Life after football is all about using your platform to give back, and of course, squeezing in as many rounds of golf as possible. Welcome to Access Sportsnet. I'm McKenna Keil. Can the Galaxy win a rematch of the 2014 Western Conference Championship without their captain? Will the injury-plagued Lakers avoid a season sweep against Dirk and the Mavs? All that and much more coming up right now on Access Sportsnet. Looks like they are having no problems at all establishing their chemistry. Benny was on the receiving end of 2 lobs from Matu, and at one point they essentially out-rebounded each other because both of the 6'10" guys were going up to get the rebound at the same time. So the future for USC basketball is looking promising, as they should get some much-needed help in the front court next season. You were here for the 50-0 beatdown, but you were also here for the losses the past 2 seasons. What does this rivalry mean, and what's going to be the key to leaving the Rose Bowl on Saturday night with a victory? The landscape in college football now has changed so much, continuing to evolve. Spread offenses and more dynamic quarterbacks that can both throw from the pocket and also get out and create plays for themselves are becoming much more of a trend. What is your thought on the evolution of the college quarterback and the spread up-tempo offense? And remember that 2-year-old shooting sensation? Well, he's got a new video out. We'll show you tonight, coming up at 10:45. When current USC head coach Andy Enfield was at Florida Gulf Coast University, he had the nickname Dunk City, and everyone anticipated that he would bring that above-the-rim style of play here to Los Angeles. That hasn't exactly happened yet, but tonight you guys showed a lot of reasons why that could be realistic for next season. What do you think about that? For Rivals.com, I'm McKenna Keil, and USC Pro Day 2015 is in the books. 40 times are in, drills are done, and today was the last chance for players to show NFL scouts what they can do. And after that, it'll be up to Mitch Kupchak and management to get this Lakers organization back to the top. You mentioned in one of your earlier responses how much recruiting has changed since you were in college. What advice do you have for young men who are going through this process and trying to figure out which university they want to play college ball at? Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet. I'm McKenna Keil. Let's get right to it. Lakers in Las Vegas taking on the Denver Nuggets. From what we've seen, it looks like it's going pretty well. You were aggressive out there today, and the defense as a whole has had a couple solid practices, giving the offense a lot of trouble. Can you describe what you're seeing from your position playing outside? One bright spot for USC in the stunning last-second loss to the Utes in Salt Lake City Saturday night, true freshman Adoree Jackson was named Pac-12 Special Teams Player of the Week today. It is Adoree Jackson, cornerback, wide receiver, punt returner, kick returner, you name it, track star, you name it, he does it. Adoree, thank you for your time. On the 25th anniversary of Kirk Gibson's famous home run, the Dodgers were unable to create any more magical memories here tonight. You have a pretty solid commitment to USC. Can you elaborate on that? Obviously decked out in your Trojan gear here today. Thanks so much for joining us. Make sure you keep the discussion going. Tweet us at TWC Sportsnet. I'm McKenna Keil, and we'll see you next time. There are no TVs in the family-owned Pepper Tree Cafe, but that doesn't mean customers can't stay up to date about the latest in the sports world. They have waitress Julie Butkus for that.
You have baseball, you have football, tracks, anything. I love it. Love it. Can't get enough of it. Oh, there's the girl that talks sports. That's what I want people to know me for.
And that's exactly how people know her.
You're a fan through thick and thin, right?
Julie, she likes to talk a lot of bad talk about football, about my teams. She really makes me laugh.
Something as simple as sports talk can transform the dining room into a family room.
It's like being at home with your family. It just makes it a comfortable feeling, and I'll always come.
For 16 years, Butkus has been a fixture at the cafe off Route 66 in Glendora. She has regulars who request to sit only in her section and stay for 3 to 4 hours just to have her stop by and talk about their favorite teams.
Go Seahawks.
Go, I know.
Growing up, Julie idolized sportscasters like Chick Kern and always dreamed of working in a place like the Staples Center, but she didn't feel there was a place for women in the sports industry at the time, so she took her passion for sports to the Pepper Tree Cafe.
A lot of the older crowd comes in and they have aches and pains, and if I can talk about, football, then it gives them something totally different to focus on. At least I know it when they leave, I can put a smile on their face. And most of it's about, sports.
Customers aren't the only ones who appreciate Julie's sports chatter.
Her building that customer relationship with them means a lot to us, and it keeps the customers coming back.
Once we start talking about it and they ask me questions, it's almost like, I made a friend. If there's nothing else to talk about, there's always sports. If it's not their passion, it's my passion, and I'll be glad to do the talking.
I already know you're a Bronco fan, so don't even go there.
Butkus may not be your traditional sportscaster, but she serves up plenty of sports at the Pepper Tree Cafe. McKenna Keil, ATVN. It was downright painful. 12 different players injured, missing a combined 319 games, leading to 35 different starting lineups.
Disappointing for all of us.
We didn't have a fair shot at it.
It's never easy losing a bunch of games.
We always seem to be adjusting.
Despite the worst season in franchise history, fans are still embracing the purple and gold.
People will be like, why are you still watching? I'm like, cuz this is my team, I have to. Like, no, watch the Clippers. Like, no.
We rock our colors on the daily, win or lose, season or no season. Look at me now.
I caught up with Desiree Engel at her studio apartment, which has pretty much turned into a shrine to the Lakers, the Mamba Hole, as she calls it, complete with a giant picture of Kobe Bryant on her ceiling.
Man, I've been working on the Mamba Hole for years. It became one jersey at a time, and then I just started getting more and more jerseys and more stuff.
Fellow superfan Deland Grace uses the past to shrug off the lackluster season. After all, the Lakers have been champions many times before.
If we're losing like we did this year, it's just like, yeah, but we have 16 championships and you have none, so don't talk to me.
It's more than a time commitment and emotional investment. It's also a financial commitment to be such a dedicated fan.
We work 2-3 jobs. We spend almost every penny we have on the Lakers, getting gear, going to games. These are all the road games I've been to.
When things aren't going well on the court, fans rely on each other to lift their spirits. Grace has over 15,000 Instagram followers and uses social media to connect with fellow Laker fans.
Post up maybe 5 or 6 different things daily on Instagram, and it's just to keep the spirits up for the fans.
For only the 6th time in franchise history, the Lakers did not make the playoffs. With the postseason underway, the only Lakers here at Staples Center right now are the statues standing outside. For fans, a reminder of better days.
We're going to be back to where we used to be. That's how I keep myself going. We still have a huge history of wins, and we can live off that.
We wanted to let the guys know in a season of turmoil that we do have their backs.
I'm sticking with the Lakers. So no matter how bad it was, I'll still go watch them.
And that support means a lot to the Lakers.
I just have to tip my hat to these fans because they've been behind us all the way.
Fans have showed us great support all year, no matter what.
No matter what. Lakers Nation has a long road back to the top, but they'll continue to support their purple and gold no matter what. McKenna Keil, ATVN. In lighter news, if you need a little pick-me-up for your Monday, check out this video that's going viral today of the Texans' star defensive end. J.J. Watt mocked Titans rookie quarterback Zach Mettenberger yesterday. Watt sacked him in the 4th quarter and then proceeded to, take a selfie in response to Mettenberger posting a series of selfies on his social media accounts leading up to his first NFL start. You gotta love when players can have a little fun with it off the field, I heard he said in his post-game press conference. Well, this isn't high school. The USC football team is back in the top 25 this week after a nail-biting victory over formerly undefeated Arizona in a hostile environment Saturday night. The defense allowed a late Arizona touchdown that brought the Wildcats within 2, but Leonard Williams came up huge to stop the 2-point conversion attempt that would have tied the game. But more anxiety for USC fans as the Wildcats recovered the onside kick and were a 36-yard field goal away from stealing the win. The field goal kick was wide right after Sark iced the Zona kicker for the second time in the game. LA Galaxy trying to rebound from back-to-back losses hosting the Seattle Sounders. It's a rematch of the 2014 Western Conference Championship, but tonight the Galaxy hope to defend an impressive 24-0 win streak at the StubHub Center. Let's get you out to the action. LA playing without captain Robbie Keane tonight. Early in the first half, Lamar Nagel gets ahead on it, but Jaime Pinedo is there with the big save. In case you missed it, don't worry, more from Pinedo coming up. Do you need some motivation to get through the rest of your Monday? Well, look no further than the Seattle Seahawks star running back Marshawn Lynch. He became an internet sensation for his motivational quotes, if you can call them that, during a post-game interview last week. The internet had an absolute field day with Lynch's post-game antics and turned his quotes into these motivational posters. Some pretty great stuff right there. They sure did brighten up my Monday. Welcome to Access Sportsnet. I'm McKenna Keil. Can the Galaxy win a rematch of the 2014 Western Conference Championship without their captain? Will the injury-plagued Lakers avoid a season sweep against Dirk and the Mavs? All that and much more coming up right now on Access Sportsnet. Let's get started with the Lake Show. Just 3 games remaining for the Purple and Gold, trying to avoid a season sweep against Dallas. The Mavs looking for their first 50-win season since 2011. USC junior wide receiver Nelson Aguilar is being recognized today for his outstanding game against Cal on Thursday night. Not only did USC fall out of the national rankings, but the Trojans also dropped significantly in conference standings after the divisional loss at Utah. 4-point lead with 12 seconds left in the game, the Trojan goal line defense gave up a 1-yard Utah touchdown to suffer the final second loss of the season. But another freshman also shined under the lights. Receiver Juju Smith caught 77 yards and a touchdown. But more bad news for USC. Starting left tackle Chad Wheeler tore his ACL and is out for the rest of the season. Andre Walker, who has struggled in the past and gave up a sack on the final play of the game on Saturday night, will start in his place. USC star tailback Javorius Allen, or Buck Allen as he's more commonly known, has been named an official candidate for the nation's most prestigious college football award, the Heisman Trophy. A Los Angeles native finalized the biggest contract in professional sports history today. The details are coming up next.